So really I just want to talk about this. This is a Harley Benton. This is the TE-70 Rosewood. I just got it a couple of days ago after watching some other guys on YouTube who have done some really great reviews on this, much better than I will do. But if anybody stumbles upon this, I just want you to understand that I'm backing up everything they're saying. This guitar is for nothing. In American dollars, I think $130, I think, plus a little bit of shipping from Germany. A German company, Thomann. These are made in China, but Thomann obviously have got some really, really good quality control. The guitar is pristine. It's absolutely beautiful looking. Now I understand that inside this veneer is basswood or whatever it's called. I understand that. But I mean, it still looks like rosewood. It's beautifully finished. I mean, it's beautifully finished. The frets are just lovely. It is a little high, but then it's a telly, so that's kind of normal. Look at that. Smooth as butter. It's just beautiful. The headstock is fantastic. The fact that the headstock matches the body, I think, sealed the deal. It's lovely. Tuners aren't exactly the greatest. This one particularly is bothering me, but they work. They work well. I mean, it's stayed in tune now for 2 days. I haven't had to do anything. Almost tuned out of the box, which seemed a bit odd, but fine. Wilkinson pickups. I mean, they may not be the greatest, but they're far from the worst. And it sounds good. Now, unfortunately, the amp I have is not the best. And at this point, you normally hear people play. You know, somebody like, I don't know, Nick in the States, he'll do something fancy. And Henning will do something fancy. I can't. I'm a really new guitar player. So I'm talking to new guitar players. You know, you go into the music store and you look at guitars on the wall and you say to yourself, oh Jesus, what am I going to buy? And you end up with a Squire, you end up with an Epiphone, you end up with something. That's good. Here's the alternative. Be a little bit adventurous and find something that says something to you personally, probably cheaper than a Squire, cheaper than an Epiphone. I think it's better. Now, I have an Epiphone right there, and I have to do some fret filing. 1 fret, but still, it's an Epiphone made in Korea, considered really good, or relatively good in the cheaper end of the market. And here's this guy, coming from Germany, but made in China. I think it looks killer. I think it looks great. And they have other ones which, you know, I really wanted as well, but then I just settled on this one. And the sound is good. I mean, it's a player. You know, I'm not a player, by the way. I'm just as I said, a newcomer, so don't judge me too harshly. The amp sucks. There's no point saying otherwise. But it's just a lovely guitar. I can't wait to take it to my teacher's studio and plug it into his amp. And actually hear him play it as well, because obviously he can play. He's my teacher. But there it is. So if you're brand new to guitar, if you're young and you don't have a lot of money, or if you don't feel the need to invest a lot of money in a guitar, here's a great alternative. Just a great guitar. I'm very happy with this. I mean, I'm actually psyched. And I have a few now. I've been playing for a few years. It's just a wise buy. I mean, you know, I'm never going to be good enough to buy the machine that this is modeled on. I'm probably, at my age, starting off, probably will never be that good. And even if I was that good, can I really afford a number, I don't know what it is, I think the special edition that's out right now in Rosewood, I think it's $7,000. Can I afford that? Do I want to spend that money? No, I don't. But this, and you know, maybe a few years from now, I might buy a guitar that's $1,000, $2,000. Hope my wife never hears me say that. But the reality is, I might, if I'm good enough for it. Right now, I'm good enough for this. And the thing is, it's not like your normal entry-level $100, $200 guitar. Cheap, bad frets, frets cutting your fingers, never staying in tune, you know, set up really bad. This thing is solid. These are great frets. This is good wood. I mean, I do know wood, by the way. I've worked with wood my whole life. So this is a very well-made little machine. And it sounds good. It's even got tone. I don't want to go there. But I mean, you know, it sustains pretty well. Even if I plug it out, you know, there's tone. It holds that nicely. So, you know, nice guitar. This is it. This is, I'm psyched. I'm very happy. Thank you, Thomann. Shipping, communication could be better. Shipping was okay. Communication could be better from Thomann. But, I mean, you know, for the money that I paid for this, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This thing is amazing. Just amazing. It's the Harley Benton TE-70. As you can see, it's done in a very classic style guitar. Beautiful pickups, beautiful finish. I don't care how thin the veneer is. You know, it still feels solid. It's actually quite, it's not as, I expected it to be a lot lighter. It's heavy. It's heavy enough after a while sitting there that you can feel it for such a thin little guitar. So I'm happy with it. And I recommend it to anybody who's getting back into guitars, who wants something a little bit different, who wants to protect their classic guitar that's hanging on the wall that they spent a fortune on, but they're afraid to take it out and play it because it might get damaged. Here you go. You spend 130 bucks on this thing, you get an instant playing guitar that's got great tone, playability, and it looks good. So there you go, my 2 cents. Thank you.